Hello, guten Tag. We are back with Hearts of Iron after quite a long lapse of no videos, which I have to apologize for. But well, we there's a little bit of dearth of content from Paradox for Hearts of Iron. I'm afraid from the last one of the kind of Balkan DLC, but with the new Waking the Tiger DLC, we get more, focus trees for the Chinese provinces, and even some from Manchukuo, and revamped focus trees for Japan and Germany. So it seems like Germany has been rather popular with some new videos coming out for the new tree, and so I decided I'd take a crack at it. And I haven't played Germany before, just because it kind of seemed like the standard one that everybody plays, and I wanted to try other different things. And so we can look at the focus tree and see how it's quite different now. Before it was pretty small, kind of civil industry one, but now we have quite an expanded tree there. I think the air innovation, army innovation is pretty much the same, but then now instead of defaulting to all of these more historical focuses, we now have a choice between Rhineland and opposing Hitler. So this whole tree branch is new for this. I assume it's with the DLC and not just the patch. They did squeak the naval rearmament branch in there, but so I decided to try out the new branch, and fortunately it seems like you can go kind of the neutral route, in which revive the Kaiserreich and kind of rebuild the empire, or what it used to be. And it has a couple different routes, either focus on the true enemy, which I assume is Britain, because rebuild the high seas fleet, place in the sun and such, prepare for the next blockade. It's all geared to facing down Britain, and you do rebuild the central powers, and you can even have a coup in Italy to replace Mussolini with the monarchy. But there also is another one where you actually join the Allies, but I think the idea down this route is you flip France to become communist, because some of these focuses deal with attacking France and their colonies, which I think would be an interesting route. And basically it's pretty anti-communist, because especially if you have Germany joining the Allies, really the Soviet Union becomes really the only other threat. I suppose there's still Italy and Japan being fascist, but against the Allies they won't really stand any much of a chance. But since that seems to be the main route, I've seen some other routes go. I've decided for the first one to go the democratic route, which pretty much most people avoid. So I think it'll be interesting to try it out. So it looks, while it goes democratic, I'm not sure if you have a chance to join the Allies, and instead actually make up this Central European Alliance, which should be interesting, because you can actually get the Low Countries, the Central European countries, and even the Scandinavians to all join into your faction. Did I call them factions in here? Yeah, factions. So I'll be trying that out, and again, our rival will be the Soviet Union. So that'll basically be the storyline. Although I imagine if we can get a lot of these countries into our faction, it probably won't be that difficult to take on the Soviet Union, especially if we're not attacked by the Allies. So it'll depend again if how France goes. If France, since I have the historical tendencies turned off, France might go communist. So, and then there are some other can't think of the word, but some things like we might have to fight, like Italy might attack us, or there's always Japan, but we'll have to see about that. I doubt we'll send troops out to Japan unless the Soviet Union falls really quick. So the first focus that is in this branch is oppose Hitler, which immediately kicks off a civil war. So civil wars can be kind of tough. Basically, a lot of people don't like them because you lose half of your army, joining the other half typically. So most people would rather flip peacefully and then keep their whole army just so they can go use that army to attack others. So we're going to first start off with down the industry branch, the first 4-year plan. I'm not sure how much this has changed from before. I'm pretty sure the 4-year this title was the first one before the West Wall and the Autobahn, wherever the Reichs Autobahn. But so we'll try it out here. We need an ambitious plan to provide for the rearmament and ultimate self-sufficiency of the nation. It should be achieved within the next 4 years. So we get a couple industry bonuses and unlocks a political advisor, which gives a nice bonus to civilian factory construction speed, which is always nice at the beginning when you want to try to build those civilian factories. Now we have our 4 research slots, which is nice because I'm usually used to like 2 or 3. So we'll start kind of with the standard ones. We'll just grab that. I'd like to get this one because I think it's the cheapest one once they change some of them around. We'll get our standard machine tools and construction. So now we have to set up what our civilian factories are going to make. Usually I'd like a split between civilian and military, but I think right now I'll just try working on building a few civilian and maybe try to get a couple synthetic refineries set up. We probably don't need much naval dockyards, especially with the Civil War kicking off soon. But we'll switch over to military factories once we get that set up. So now this has changed a bit. We have a few more options to turn on and off. But looking at it, we have a few military factories to designate. So we'll get towed artillery and then try to get a couple more planes. But another thing I want to do is I want to try to focus on heavy tanks. So we'll start with the Großtraktor. Now I'm not sure, I couldn't find a way, the arrows, to move them up and down, so I think it's just drag, but it does go pretty quickly. So we'll try to get those moved up. Use all our steel for our tractors. Now we're woefully short on oil. Also chromium is going to be a difficulty. So we'll try to get some of that trade. Once the Civil War kicks off, we're going to be very hampered here. So we're going to be short on trade routes, because typically I've tried it a couple times. We lose the eastern half and we keep the western half. So most of our trade routes to the east are going to be shortened. So we'll try. We'll have to see if our convoys stick around, but we'll put it up. No divisions in basic training. We'll leave that for now because we're not sure who we're going to keep assigned divisions. I won't bother putting them in right now because, as I said, we're going to lose half of them, and so we'll have to reorganize after once the Civil War sticks up. Template. We have no template for our heavy tanks, so I'm going to try to... Well, we don't have the knowledge yet of how to put them in, so most of these are just going to... We're not going to worry about them right now. So I'll kick it up to speed 4. I might go up to speed 5 because really there's not much to do. Right now, we can have a look at what... I'll imagine most of these are going to be kind of the standard. Okay, so I'm not sure if we move all of our planes over. I kind of doubt they'll let us have them. We'll give it a shot. Now, kind of the nice thing about opposing Hitler with the military is that I think that we keep all of our generals, because basically it's the military high command standing up to Hitler, and you know, because they're not sure if all of these diplomatic stunts will cause a war or not. So they're saying, oh, okay. So we also, a new thing they have is these decisions. Now, a lot of these are basically temporary bonuses and penalties, but you can kind of focus your industry and government in certain ways. So like we can have anti-democratic, anti-communist raids to reduce the effect of those parties. Now we have also press censorship, which gives us a boost in fascism as and reduces the other ideologies. But since we want to go democratic anyways, there are these MIFO bills. In order to fund our growing military industry and to keep this secret from British and French eyes, we have been forced to use a balance sheet entity to route payments to in the form of promissory notes. If we do not use our political connections to extend the due dates of these notes, we will be forced to repay them and will no longer receive their benefits. So it seems like, yeah, so if we don't pay them, our consumer goods factories' need will shoot up to 20%. So it'll reduce a lot of our industry production ability. So, but we'll lose a little bit of political power, but that's hardly anything. And so it just costs, what does it cost? 50 or something? Or maybe it doesn't cost anything and it just reduces our political power. Because these all have political power cost. So okay, we'll trigger that. Now, the thing with this is that it reduces base stability. It'll be interesting to see how this would affect the Civil War. So I'm going to experiment. We want to go anti-communist anyways, so we'll okay, but weekly stability. will gain a bonus. So it'll slowly creep back up. So we'll trigger that. No template, yeah, for our tanks. They also have this command power. Now we'll see this in combat with the orders and stuff. And instead of having the aggressive or deliberate orders, I think they switched it to using this command power to develop it. So we got our political advisor, our industry bonuses, and so now, like, we could continue down here, but I think it might as well be worth it to get this done. Now I suppose you could probably try to work it out by developing your industry and then triggering the Civil War, but I really just want to get this over with now so we can start exploring the new trees here. So fascist supporters will start a civil war. Hitler's regime must come to an end. It means to provoke the Western powers by remilitarizing the Rhineland. Doing so will give us the excuse we need to seize power with the help of loyal elements in the Wehrmacht. So this is basically happening at the same time. You can imagine Hitler's trying to remilitarize the Rhineland. So he's making these speeches and stuff and maybe moving forces here. But we're going to try to kick him out of power before he can fully realize it, and then possibly trigger a war that we don't want. So, if anything happens, okay, yeah, decisions available. Okay, so now would be nice to do that if we're hurting for weekly stability. If we wanted to get our stability up, we'd probably do this. Could do this. But it increases demands for consumer goods and reduces our factory output, so I'm not sure about that. Reduces our political power. Weekly stability, that's another way to get it up. Nothing else new yet. We have these, we can just clear out. Not sure if we're getting... Oh yeah, we're okay. We're sending, so we're fine for oil. It's just our lack of chromium. But oil will help our planes, which we want to also develop. What's that two? That's the two available? Yeah, looks like it. Okay, so we finished our first research, electronic mechanical engineering. So I'm going to start to go into radio. Not sure how far down the radar towers will go, but radio will be nice just because it boosts up our reinforce rate. Grab that. Okay, so another month until our Civil War. Let's see what some of these other fortification studies. Strengthen fascists. So Hungary is going fascist, huh? Government reform. So it'll be interesting which way they go. Man, the Spanish Civil War should kick off soon. If Italy's still fighting, yeah. Got it down in, well, I think Ethiopia is almost... Okay, so we finished our oppose Hitler plan. So before we forget, let's drop that down. So, no longer be a demilitarized zone. Gain some political power. So, latent dissatisfaction with Hitler's rule has come to a head with the current crisis, caused by the administration's move to remilitarize the Rhineland. A number of Wehrmacht generals have rallied behind the well-known Field Marshal August von Mackensen, who has put in motion plans aiming to depose Hitler to remove the Nazi Party from Germany. The split in the German High Command becoming clearly apparent even abroad, foreign powers have elected not to protest against the remilitarization, more concerned with the growing internal German instability. Agent Field Marshal has moved quickly, already establishing a provisional government to which scores have flocked in their opposition to the Nazi government. Military coup is already well underway, on its way. So we lose some stability, become the leader. So Division attack on core territory, division defense on core territory. So hopefully that'll help us out. Okay. Declared war on us. That's nice. So now we can continue on, but we cannot continue down here because we have to be at peace. So let's actually get started on our army innovation. Hopefully give us some bonuses for our land doctrine, and available is Raustich. Sorry, any Germans. Give us division speed, which might be nice. Heinz Guderian and other radical theorists are pushing for daring new doctrines emphasizing communication, identification of Schwerpunkt, and local concentration of combined arms forces. Giving them free reins might help avoid the meat grinder horrors of the Great War. So, now Schwerpunkt, I can't remember what it directly translates to, but it's basically putting maximum force at the weakest point of a line. So basically hitting the weak point. So now we have in total 39, I think. Now we can't put that all into one force because I think they changed how commanders work, and even field marshals I don't think can command more than 24. So we're going to split it up and put half of them in there. Now, so this is our... So we'll take...
Angetreten.
Come into one, so we have one maximum at 24. So we'll call this the National Defense Force. Okay, so now we get so we have a list of most of our generals. Now I can't tell if there's a few that might have split off, but we got the lion's share at least. So this will be our defense force. Now we still have the skills, but we do have skills in separate areas now. So instead of just kind of bonuses that they'd have, whether one was strong in attack or defense, but now we have skill ratings. So I think each point gives 5% of attack or defense. We got planning speed bonus, which is certainly nice, and supply consumption. That must be minus 2.5% for each skill point. I'm not sure if these go above 4. I think I haven't seen any above 4 yet. So we'll have Kesselring detail. Oh, so there's all of these traits. We can see how they progress. Might be yeah. So we can see how the experience they gain for each cost here. So what we'll do. Okay, so we need command points. How come we have command points though? But anyways, so what else does he have? Oh, brilliant strategist, more hero, and cautious. So that basically offsets another planning speed bonus. So we'll put him in charge of the defense one, and regional. Just call it the regional guard for now. Now, probably want this guy to be a bit better in attack. So Bitzelmann. Does he have infantry officer? Oh, yeah, infantry leader. Okay, we'll put him now. Fortunately, I didn't really see some of the green guys. Well, looks like it's okay. But for now, what I'll do is just both. Looks like these guys are mostly down here, so have them there. Focus in the south.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Okay, I'll double them up over this so they try not to push through our through to our capital. First time I tried this, I kind of really messed up, and so they pushed through, and our capital moved to Hamburg. But then they took that, and then so it went to Bremen, I think, next. But anyway, so we can't really lose our capital, but you know, we can still lose the war. What do we got here? So, okay. So first of all, we're going to change it for no retreat because we want to kind of husband our forces, and we'll switch to just during the day. We'll have these guys flying in Western Germany. Put them all just on air superiority, interception, and close air support. We won't do any strategic bombing just because we don't want to hurt our own people and their own territory. So these guys, so they'll just be in northern. It's kind of small. We'll switch them to that. These are just transport. Okay. That's a bunch of that. It's not too bad. There we go, low intensity. All right. That's just, we don't have any fighters in that group. Who are these guys? Oh, this is naval bombers. Okay, so just have him working there. Oops. And naval bombers into there. Now, they're not going to have... naval strikes just in case. No, stay away from the ports, just because I probably have anti-air defenses, baby. Okay, so now we can modify our government. Now, usually I pick one of the research groups, either industrial or a theorist, possibly. But especially now that we're going to be fighting right now, I'll maybe take... now we cannot take either of these. We're working on Braustitch. Braustitch. But I'm thinking... well, whoops. Oh well. Because, yeah, this guy probably would have been better. I was hoping that we could check out what the organization, but organization does help when you're in combat and moving around. So no, not sure how well these will work, but. There. Okay, so let's get it moving. We can start. Germany embroiled in civil war. A sudden Wehrmacht coup led by the famed Field Marshal August von Mackensen has triggered a civil war in Germany earlier this morning. Fascists, royalists, and Democrats alike have taken up arms against their former countrymen, and military units have been removed from the borders to see to this internal threat. Fascists, under orders of Hitler, have already vowed to destroy the nation rather than see it fall to treasonous Germans. Okay, so here we have our orders. So, front line, alright, so offensive line. Now, I want to try to cut into here and then move up to here. Now, this will be good because it's kind of the narrowest point. And if we can properly push through here, it'll cut off these lower So we're gonna just try to push in here, claiming Munich. So these guys will mostly try to be on the defensive. Our airplanes going. Oh yeah, now.
Ihre Befehle?
But here we can see these options for spending command power cost to either have force attack, which will give us offense and breakthrough bonuses, or a last stand, which will give us defensive bonuses. Staff office plan. Okay, so this will help boost up their planning speed. So this one, let's get them on defensive for the first part.
Bereit.
Really? You're good about? You feeling good about this plan? Well, I'll try to check out this staffing plan. Maybe we can. Go that. Okay, yeah. No, he's not so sure about it. Okay. So now let's kick it up to speed 3. We're at war, so oh boy, we have. Okay, we have 39 units. There's somewhere between 30 and 50. But we got our tech bases here, so. Okay, so now we got our industry bonuses. 95. Okay, so let's now again. There's the debate between concentrated or dispersed, but now that they've reduced this to 15%, this at 10%, plus all of the other bonuses you get, bomb vulnerability reduction, the efficiency bonuses and stuff, I'm still leaning towards dispersed, so we'll take that. And then we don't have our other bonuses. Now we can't really research much more in the heavy tanks. Now we got these. I guess we could research the hospitals. We probably will, but now let's get our artillery. Now we do have, I think we do have some artillery in our divisions. Yeah, we have support artillery. That'll give us them some extra punch, so research that. Yeah, see, these guys are, judging by this bar, there's more guys down here.
Befehle?
Okay. Just keep working on our plans here. They're pretty good. They're getting up there. Now the thing is, all of our guys are green. Well, a lot of our guys are green. So I think most of the troops probably joined the fascists. As I said, we still. All right. Risky A. You got. Oh, division's still preparing. Okay, we'll wait till that's done.
Angetreten.
Oh, these guys must have been late getting in. Oh, plus they're also really green. Oh boy, when will they be done? 16%. Doesn't give us a rate of when they might be done. Oh, they're actually going down. Okay, so Italy took Ethiopia, but alright. Let's give it a go. Okay, yeah, they're reinforced. They must be reinforcing here, but hopefully we'll close this pocket, reduce some of the pressure on our capital there. Now, sometimes I've moved out my fleets. We have some ships, like 4, and a few capital ships. We have more here. Maybe I'll dropping.
Achtung!
Have these guys help out.
Zuhören!
Yeah, okay, it's not doing too bad, but I'm just hoping to grab these sections right now. Just a couple little provinces. Nice. Oh, that's some decisions. Now we have, okay, we can immediately switch over some civilians to militaries. Oh, Spanish Civil War. So, haha, Germany had a civil war before. Okay, industrial land. No, actually interesting because this actually you can build building slots, but it does reduce stability. Okay, we got that. Now this, you can focus all on close air support, reducing everything else. Tactical bombers, strategic bombers. I'm not sure if I'll do that. I think I want these heavier bombers. Okay. Oh, darn it. Lack of civilian factories. Okay, yeah, because we lost a lot of them. So let's, I don't want to take the hit to stability. Really. Alright, so maybe I'll, use that. Okay, so we took that square, and we're making good progress here. Wow, okay, yeah, they're really pushing down there. I might be able to... Okay, we'll wait till they wear themselves out here. It looks like we might be forcing a breakthrough here.
Angetreten! Befehle!
So they'll probably try to fall back. Nothing else is going terribly wrong. Yes, I know. Oh, we're losing. Well, let's trigger this. Let's see if we can. This is terribly well thought out, but oh well. They are pushing in there, so. Okay, we finished our construction. Now, I really want to use one of these bonuses to get this oil processing, because it seems like we're down in oil now. They did split up the oil and rubber, so you can focus on one if you just need it. But we'll probably need both.
Ihre Befehle?
They're weak here, but I want to shorten this line. And try to shorten this line. I don't know if that's gonna bite me or not, but let's check. Okay, their organization is still down. But we built up our command power, so...
Bereit zum Ausrücken!
Okay, yeah, this is not going well.
Achtung!
Oh, 2 minutes. Okay, so how's the air war going? Oh man. More planes down here. Oh, let's take off the pods. Okay, we balanced it out at least.
Befehle? Zuhören!
Oh darn, that's all.
Vorwärts, Männer!
Okay, so we'll focus on defense for right now. Okay, so it's almost 2-to-1. Callable? Oh, called into the war. Okay, I thought it was almost like a betting term. It's like, oh, well, I can do okay here. I wonder if we can just vote some fire support. Oh, I wonder if this also means they're
Befehle.
we can push in there. As far as it's pretty low on organization. Now, okay, so we got our army and innovations, which is nice. We could do this treaty with USSR, but this is for excavation, infrastructure. Don't really need that. Wheat with this infrastructure could be okay, but all right, let's boost on our work on our air force. Leadership purges. What if there'll be a civil war in Russia? Yeah, I'll pause it. Okay, good.
Angetreten.
We can support it. Try this again. See if we can counterattack. Really weak though. Reinforcements. No. Try to put that top. Just break through here. I bet you these guys might fall back. They got air superiority. Planes. All in Western Germany. Yeah, looks like we're. This is. Sure where I want to put them. Let's put them there. Up our... Oh, darn it.
Zuhören.
Yeah. That sucks. Okay.
Angetreten.
Okay, now they might push in.
Achtung. Bereit zum Ausrücken.
See if we can try to cut them off. Usually they're pretty smart and will fall back, but... Ah, damn, we definitely don't.
Bereit zum Ausrücken. Befehle.
Okay, push them back there. That kind of reduces the threat a bit. Push them there. Yeah, they're definitely reinforcing this area.
Abstand halten.
This is risky because they can counterattack there. Okay. Well. Yeah, we got our dispersed industry, and we'll just go 0.33. What else? Oh, I guess we can do our infantry organization. get to it. That was a risk.
Befehle!
Oh, if they're really low in
Angetreten!
organization there.
Achtung!
Yeah, we got our radio, which will help. Yeah, let's just
Zuhören!
see if we can push these guys back.
Zuhören!
Okay, because that'll certainly help that pocket. Yeah, this is not going as well as
Befehle!
the last one. Last one I did pretty good charge through here. We're still holding that.
Zuhören!
Start working on these guys. Equal bill payments. What was that? Hopefully that was lots of. Lots of fighting down here. What are we doing here?
Ihre Befehle?
Now another thing, I'm not sure if you can see it, but I think if you can see airfields that are in the next, who is it? Anna Stoltz. But you can see airfields in the next, within one tile, I think. So that's, one thing that'll really help is if we can take some of the airfields out of here. Crap, they pushed through there. Okay, stop that. We can just clear out this a bit. I bet you they'll pull out of there. I think they moved a lot of forces down to the south. Trading. Oh boy. Yeah. Really want to worry about dockyards right now. Crap. Okay, push there.
Achtung!
Württemberg. I think that's up north here. But yeah, whenever we take over like a town or whatever, it's oh, I think we forced them back. Yeah, we positioned. That's good.
Befehle! Zuhören!
And if we can grab that, that'll shorten our line a lot.
Bereit! Ihre Befehle?
Okay, hopefully. Doing well there. Okay, now we can actually, well, we only have one tank regiment, I think. Our air innovations, put that. Big tank there. Okay, modern wars cannot be won without dominating the skies. We must do everything in our power to develop the Air Force, give us some air experience and battlefield support doctrine. Okay. All weather and bad weather penalties should be nice, depending. Okay, so we have to decide whether battlefield support. Strategic bomber. Well, I probably won't go that way. It doesn't really. Yeah. Yeah, let's do a treaty with the USSR. Okay, so we're winning these.
Angetreten.
Sneak in there. Yeah, okay, well, we're at least defending well there. Losing this. Yeah.
Zuhören! Ihre Befehle! Ihre
Okay, so
Befehle!
now we can see that there's an airfield there. So if we can take that tile, we'll have to force them to move their airfield. Plus, it'll also allow us to pick up those guys.
Ziel anvisiert. Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Oh, they got tanks in there. Yeah, we're getting pushed back, it looks like. Versus.
Zuhören!
Yeah, they're being attacked. Okay, at least we're holding that.
Zuhören!
We gotta try to close this.
Angetreten.
Okay, we got our boost to artillery. Now 39, we're still at 36. So let's grab our field hospitals. We'll send you back over there. Try to grab these. Attack. Okay, Don. Let's see if we can.
Angetreten.
Oh damn, we lost those guys. I bet.
Befehle.
Okay, we closed that at least. That's nice.
Angetreten. Achtung.
Start pushing these guys down. Okay. Now, there might be reshuffling their guys up here. Good for us.
Zuhören. Achtung. Angetreten.
Oh wow, those guys were really weak. Okay, we got our oil processing. It's in November, so yeah. Oh yeah, losing naval bombers. Okay, so we're making some progress here.
Angetreten.
Yeah, these guys must have been well reinforced. Damn it, we lost
Angetreten.
another pocket.
Zuhören. Ihre Befehle. Zuhören.
Yeah, it looks like they're pulling up from the south here. Probably because they're worried about the north. No sunfire.
Befehle? Ihre Befehle!
Just want to check how long this has been running for. Oh, almost an hour. Okay. So Oberbayern. Okay, so yeah. See, as they withdraw, they scorched earth kind of policy as they damage the well, the factories behind them.
Angetreten!
Let's see if we can take this. Claim that airfield. Any other airfields? Oh, those guys are hanging on tenaciously. Okay, now they're reinforcing down south. Well, if you can keep them moving back and forth.
Ihre Befehle?
Let's see, there's, no, that's another airfield. Good here. If we can, just the attack there.
Befehle?
Oh, I wonder if that's for everybody. Strange.
Signal!
These guys are pretty good at this. Can they help out? Yeah, looks like, wow, okay, they pushed in there.
Alright.
If I can, those guys are just hanging on. Would really like to try to get this
Ihre Befehle?
civil war over before the end of the episode, but
Befehle? Ihre Befehle?
okay, almost got that guy finally. So, okay, so they're all losing their strength here. So, strong push. Okay.
Befehle!
Ship them over there with the treaty with the USSR. Now we'll have to, okay, we can pursue a new research treaty with the Soviet Union in order to develop chiefly better tanks. If they agree, we can reopen the tank school we closed down in Kama in 1933. Soviet cooperation will, of course, mean that they too will benefit from the innovations made. Okay, so... oh, we can only get 3. Oh, well, let's do 50%. Alright. We can go for this. Alright, let's start working down here. Okay, can we... infantry expert, which should be nice. So yeah, let's okay, so turn around.
Ihre Befehle?
Take this.
Ausrücken!
Soviets accept German-Soviet treaty. Our negotiations with the Soviet Union have been successful. An agreement has been reached where our nations will aid each other in the development of new armored units, possible extension to other research areas in the future. Okay, so we'll have to check. Where's our research? Close on our. Aha! Actually, caught one guy off here.
Zuhören! Bereit! Ihre Befehle?
Ah, darn it.
Auf geht's! Ihre Befehle! Ausrücken!
Yeah, we can grab that. Even if it's just temporary, we might capture some of the
Ihre Befehle!
planes, or destroy them before they can move on. Mecklenburg. Okay, we took that.
Ihre Befehle?
It's tempting.
Ihre Befehle? Bereit zum Ausrücken! Bereit?
Oh no, they're reinforcing it. Well, they aren't attacking my guy, so that's
Bereit! Ihre Befehle?
Oh, we got more dockyards. Well, it's been a bunch. Oh, we probably finished that destroyer. Okay. Got those battleships. Aren't getting any chromium. They might have.
Vorwärts, Männer!
Okay, forget that.
Ziel anvisiert.
Just spamming calls. Okay, what else do we got here?
Achtung!
All those guys, I think they might have just stopped once.
Ihre Befehle?
Yeah, they might be moving into there. Oh, we captured, surrounded another guy. I think we're. Oh, but it looks like we lost Frank. No, he's still in there. Oh, just hang on. Almost got these guys. Okay, delay. Let's have a look at our tanks here. Okay, yes, we can get the Panzer III early. Might as well. That 100% ahead of time bonus. Doesn't really. Desperate defense. Okay. Total mobilization bonds. Nothing right now. Okay, there we go. Almost lost him. Hopefully, oh, that's 3 old.
Los, los, los! Zeigt es ihnen! Abbruch!
Go over there, try to cut them off. Gonna stalemate up here. Okay, we took out those guys. So, okay, new defensive line. Oh, for that one guy.
Befehle! Bereit zum Ausrücken!
Be happy with that.
Bereit! Ihre Befehle! Angetreten!
Push through here. Looks like they might be counterattacking.
Zuhören!
Last stand.
Achtung! Ausrücken! Ausrücken!
Yeah, they might be reinforcing the north there. Looks like we're free to finish up the south.
Angetreten!
Yeah, looks like they're moving a bunch of guys up.
Bereit!
We can keep them pinned here. It'll be nice. They won't. Oh boy.
Bereit! Achtung!
Yeah, we definitely don't want that to expand.
Ihre Befehle!
Thuringen. So what was that? That in here?
Befehle! Weiter! Weiter!
Still got those guys pinned in. This one guy is really leader by Aaron. Where's that? So it's down here. Yeah, leader by Aaron. Huh.
Bereit! Zuhören! Achtung!
Okay, these guys are all trapped.
Angetreten!
It looks like we got autarky. I don't know if I read this. For Germany to be truly great, it must be self-sufficient. We must make better use of our resources, become more efficient in our construction. So we can't do these because we don't own those territories. Yeah, let's finish these off. Yeah, they can't bust out.
Weiter! Weiter! Angetreten!
Them keep marching. Looks like we have them on the ropes for the most part.
Achtung!
At least in some places. Okay, we finished that off. So we almost got our... So it didn't work out quite the way I planned it, but still not too bad.
Bereit!
Expanded this territory. Looks like somebody's moving in there. This guy's sure holding out. Oh, it looks like they got oh, okay, so
Bereit!
just offensive line. Aha.
Bereit zum
Fell
Ausrücken.
back. Oh wow, yeah, they're really falling back. Must be losing one too. Oh, okay, we can move these guys. It's a bit risky here, but let's have these guys. Oh, that's alright. These guys. Those guys. There we go. Okay, so hopefully we just have to get to Berlin there. Well, we lost, yeah, 6 whole units in there. That's up to, I think I'm beyond putting them all into reinforcements. Oh well. So just a little matter of minutes here.
Zuhören.
Pretty Sachsen. Oh, yeah, that's this territory here. Oh, look at all the damage. I'm not sure if they had these bars before. Yeah, you can tell how damaged territories are. Bombers, yeah, you can reach the whole areas. Gonna kick us out of Rostock. Yeah, looks like they're just got them on the run now. Hopefully, as soon as we take Berlin, it should be over. Don't want to fight any more of our German countrymen. Oh, that's weird. Okay, the purple guy went forward, but green funded. Brute machine tools. Let's start working on excavation. Mr. Schmidt, flying past. Nice for the counterattack.
Angetreten.
There. Oh, it's paused. That's why. Really trying to hold Berlin. It's not working out for them. Brandenburg. German Reich has capitulated. August von Mackensen has announced that the cowardly German nation could no longer withstand the pressure from the overwhelming presence of German forces throughout the country. The German government chose to flee the country and has gone into exile. The forces have capitulated, and the German Empire is now in control of their home area. Though the war against what remains of the Axis continues elsewhere, this is a great victory for the German Empire. Okay, that makes sense. Captured some of their equipment. Lost mark. Ouch. Okay, so Hitler found dead. the capture of Berlin, our troops discovered the corpse of Hitler in a bunker in the city. Choosing death over seeing anti-fascist elements take over the country, the leader evidently took his own life rather than risk capture. Instead, Heinrich Himmler has now stepped up to lead the Nazis, and he has already affirmed that the government will not abate in their fight against anti-German treason. Okay, I'm not sure where... Okay, so, have a look. Good old Mackensen, got autarky. German, yeah. Although Fritz Weber is the leader? I thought it was Himmler. Oh well. So basically, we are the German military junta. So I'm pretty sure the next, down here, we will... at peace. We'll have to see what goes on, what's going on there. But okay, so we have some straightening out to do, like reorganization and fixing up our factories. We got 6 extra. Well, let's see what we have here. Down a lot there. Total artillery, we're a bit down. Light tanks will be weeding them out. So let's actually change Panzer Division. The heavy tank. And maybe remove one light tank. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that's our first episode on our new playthrough as Germany. So hopefully we'll be able to switch over to democracy and start working on that new tree. Got our new flag. So, I'd like to say thank you for watching, everybody, and hope you'll join me next time as we continue. Thank you and goodbye.